John Hampton, the man from Oz, once again to do another test. The IT professional came out, he fiddled around, did this, that and the other, and thought he might have fixed the problem. With the audio, I'm experiencing, but I did a quick broadcast not long after, and after 15 or 16 minutes, the same problem was still there. So I sent him an email, and he popped by only about 20 minutes ago and did something or other, something to do with the internal webcam sound or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm just here to see if it's going to work again doing this broadcast as a test. I'm getting sick and tired of these tests, I can tell you. Man. Oh, I'm feeling tired. It tires me out. And at the moment I'm virtually talking to myself, I think. But that's alright, because I do that all the time, because mostly I'm the only one who listens. So I've just got to bide my time now for another 14 or 15 minutes or so. My wife and I went to town. Had to take care of a few things, and I had to go to JB Hi-Fi to buy a couple of USB leads, because now that I've got two of these U-Butte C920 Logitech web cameras, I thought that if I buy a lead, where are they? I bought a couple of 1.8 metre leads. There you go. These things. Extension cable, plug-in. So I bought two of those, and that would give me 3.6 metres if I join them together. And I also bought an extension, a 4-port USB hub. So I can hook that up to my laptop, and I can run both cameras if I need to. I don't know. It all depends on how things go. It all depends on how things go with this test, because it's just driving me nuts. The sound breaking up. So I'm just going to sit here, twiddle my thumbs, and wait patiently for 15, 16 minutes to go by. And then I can replay the recording. And if the sound is still breaking down after that period of time, I will pull my hair out, what hair I have. Oh. What's this little bell here? What's this for? I'm broadcasting live with Dream to Phil an hour ago. I've seen those notices, and when I click them, all that comes up is with the picture of the broadcast, but you can't join the chat. I don't know what goes on there. I suppose I'll just have to find out for myself. So, Nicky Mint Green, I'm broadcasting live with Dream to Phil. Well, Nicky Mint Green, good for you. I mean, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Oz, which would make it midnight in the United States, or close to it. Yes, I'm number 11 on talk, and I will probably remain number 11 on talk, because I'm only going to be here for about another 10 minutes or so. And there's no one watching, which is good, really, because I really don't want to disappoint them and say hooroo as soon as they come on. Oh, this tea's good. There is no better drink than tea, in my mind. I drink a lot of water as well. In fact, I drink more water than I drink tea. But this is the only beverage I drink. I have a Coca-Cola now and then. I don't mind a Coca-Cola occasionally. And I do mean occasionally. But you know, the school holidays are just finished. The Christmas school holidays. The kids here get a 6-week break or so. And although most of them return to school, I think it was on Monday, but there were still a lot of young people, kids, out at in the shopping centre. Maybe they were first-year high schoolers, and they didn't have the starters yet. Excuse me, I don't know. I just don't know. You're number 12. I'm not surprised. But certainly, if this broadcast doesn't have the problem with the sound, then I will get back and broadcast at around about 10:30 tonight, because around about that time makes it about 6:30 in the morning over in the States, and but it's still pretty late over in England, in Europe. Oh, I don't know. These different time zones. Now, we have different time zones here in Australia. There's 3 hours difference from the west coast to the east coast. From Sydney to in New South Wales on the east coast to Perth, the capital of Western Australia, on the west coast. There's a 3-hour time difference. We also have a half-hour time difference between the state of South Australia and New South Wales. And of course we have an hour time difference in Queensland, because Queensland doesn't have daylight saving time, where New South Wales we do. All these time zones, it's confusing. But when you get to be my age, a lot of things are confusing. Yes, very confusing. 6 Ryan 120 is watching. Hello 6 Ryan 120. How are you? Where are you from? Yo, says 6 Ryan 120. Yo! Yo, Rinny. Minnie Mittenland. Hi, hi. Hi ho, Silver. Now, I was virtually talking to myself before you good folk started to watch. This is just another test, because I had the IT professional come out and do some work to see why I was experiencing sound problems after 15 or 16 minutes. He thought he'd fixed the problem, but he didn't. So he came back only about half an hour ago, and he did something else, and he hopes that might fix the problem. I'm not optimistic, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just doing this test broadcast for 15, 16, 20 minutes, and then I'll replay it to see if I've still got the same problem or not. It's a real pain in the bottom, because I really enjoy doing these live broadcasts, but I normally do them around about 10:30 at night Australian time, because I'm a bit of a night owl, and I don't mind staying up to the early hours. Sometimes I might stay up to 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, and then I feel tired and I'll go and have a shower and go to bed. Yes. And most of the time I'll read. I'll read for about 20 minutes or so. Cheers. Yes. I'm a very avid reader. Laughing out loud. Yes, I've always been an avid reader ever since I was a little boy. Books are very important to me. I couldn't imagine my life without books. But there are those who don't read at all. My brother was like that, my late brother. He said he'd never read a book since he left school, high school. To me, that's a tragedy. But to each their own, that is their choice. You don't guest. Yeah, sure, I'll guest. If you want to say hello, just get on the guest list. I'll talk to anyone. Absolutely. If you want to say hello live, yeah, jump onto the guest list and I'll say hello live. Yeah, absolutely. I don't see it. The little camera up there. There you go. There it is. I'll click it right now. The team. Never fear Australia. There you go. Connecting. Mini Mittenland. I like that. That's got a nice ring to it. It comes off the, flows off the tongue nicely. Mini Mittenland. Yeah. Hello, Mini Mittenland.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Where are you from?
Going to break it. I'm from the United States.
And it must be fairly late there, isn't it? Isn't it around midnight there?
No. It's,
What's the time?
Let's see. It's 9:01.
What time is it?
9:01 p.m.
What time is it? So it's 4:01 here. So that would make it 3. Oh, there's 3, 15, 19 hours time difference. Are you on the west coast of America? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Because is there a 3-hour time difference between the west and east coast in America, like there is here in Australia? Like from California to New York State?
I believe so. I believe so.
Right. So you live in California, do you?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're still going to school or college?
Oh no. I'm... Oh my goodness, I look that old.
No, not at all. You're very attractive. No, you don't look older to me at all. I was just wondering.
Oh, well, no. I'm actually in intermediate.
What, at university, is it? What are you studying to be?
I'm not in university.
No, right. So are you?
I'm in
so you're not going to school?
No, I go to school. I'm in intermediate school. Intermediate?
So you have a different system in America here. See, we just have primary school and high school, and then we have university. But you have a different system there in America. You have, you've still got your primary school, so to speak, but then you've got your junior high, and then...
What Eric said. Yes. Yep.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of difference from country to country, isn't there? And what do you plan to do with the rest of your life, Mini Mitten? You're frozen. Mini Mitten has frozen. She's in California. I don't know if it snows in California. Big snow problem in New York, though.
I actually plan to...
You've been freezing up.
Me?
Say again?
Me or you?
No, you were freezing up. You're still frozen now. Don't worry, it's a pleasant picture to look at.
Thank you. But...
You're welcome.
I'm
give credit where credit is due.
I'm actually, I actually want to become a child psychologist.
Well, that would be a very interesting career, I would imagine, because I once thought about studying psychology, but then I realised that I would never understand the human psyche at all, so I decided not to. But the children are different. Yeah. To what age group would you specialise in?
What do you mean?
Well, if you're going to be a child psychologist, what age group would you specialise in?
Oh, okay. Sorry, it like kind of froze up when you said it. Around, I mean, like, I would say like anywhere. I don't really like to deal with kids that are below the age of like 8. I don't have any younger siblings. I'm an only child. But probably around like 11 to 14.
Well, to be honest with you, what's your Christian name, please?
What?
Mine is John. What is your Christian name? Or don't you want anyone
Brittany.
to know you're Christian? Brittany, like in Britney Spears. That's a
No,
lovely
not
name.
as in Britney Spears. Thank you.
Hey, what was I saying? I've forgotten what I was saying, Brittany. I've lost my train of thought. Has my audio started to break down by chance?
No.
No, you see, the reason I ask is that I'm only fairly new to YouNow, and I started live broadcasting about 5 days ago. And once I replayed the videos, after 15 or 16 minutes, the audio broke down terribly. It would sound like I was talking with a mouthful of marbles, or I was talking like a robot, or that was terrible. So, 16
That
minutes is up,
happens
so there's
sometimes.
nothing. Yes, well, I just had an IT professional come out here today, and he thought he'd fixed the problem, then he went away, and then I did a quick broadcast to test it, and it didn't work, so I had to call him back. And he did something with my laptop, something to do with the internal microphone. I'm using an external webcam, which is a Logitech C920. It's a terrific camera, and I'm just doing this as a test again. This is about the 5th or 6th test I've done to see if it still works. So my voice is okay. You're frozen again.
You froze up for a minute too.
Have I? Right.
Yeah,
Tell me,
you're
Brittany, does it
you're frozen.
has my sound playing up? Is it?
Oh, you're not frozen anymore, but it's a little
Right.
pixelated.
Is it? Right. Is my sound okay? Is the audio fine?
At the beginning of like when it first starts happening, when you first start freezing, your audio sounds like, as you said, a robot, and then now after a few seconds it goes back to normal.
Does it? Well, maybe it's a bit better
Yes.
anyhow, because after 15 or 16 minutes beforehand, it was terrible. I couldn't stand it myself. It would drive me nuts if my guests were listening to me talk like that. Yeah. All right, so does it snow in
So-
California?
No, it just, well, in the mountains, but other than that, no.
Probably this time of night there's a lot of transmissions going on because you're frozen again, and you were frozen again there for a few minutes, for a few seconds, a few minutes.
Oh, there we go. So are you.
Yeah.
So are you. Sorry for my appearance right now. I was doing my makeup and I was looking through who to, watch, and I was, for some reason at 9 o'clock at night, I decided to do a new makeup look, and then this eye got done, and then this eye was just like half done, like there's no eyeshadow in. Obviously,
So you're not
the wing
wearing-
on my eyeliner needs to be fixed, but
So you're not
half
wearing-
my face
so you're not
is.
wearing- Your face looks beautiful. You've got a beautiful face. You've got beautiful skin. You like this. But my wife said, my wife and I have been married now nearly for 42 years, and her skin, and she's 66, is beautiful. She's got beautiful skin. And you know why she's got beautiful skin? Because she never wore a lot of makeup. And if you're not wearing makeup now, and you've got such a beautiful,
Why?
a beautiful skin, I wouldn't be wearing a lot of makeup.
Yeah,
It would
I
be-
don't. Yeah, I don't wear foundation because I don't have acne, so I don't find
No.
any reason to wear foundation, so I just don't wear
Well, you've got a-
foundation.
You've got a lovely complexion. Yeah,
I
and
do
which
wear
one of-
only mascara though, but today I decided to.
Well, may I suggest whenever you're out in the sun, wear a hat, because that's what my wife always did. She would always wear a hat. It's the sun that will ruin your skin. So always wear a hat when you're outdoors, please. And your skin will remain beautiful as my beautiful wife's skin is. It's true. It's fair dinkum. Here in Australia, we got a very vicious sun during the summer. And you often see people on the beach, they're frying themselves, and they rarely wear a hat. And we have one of the highest rates of melanoma in the world here in Australia, because people just, they're just too blasé about exposing themselves to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. And once they get a melanoma, I think they change their mind quick smart. It's not worth the risk. And when you're such an attractive young lady, you want to keep your looks for as long as you can, protect yourself from that sun, because it will do you damage in the long run. Believe you me.
Thank you.
No, I'm just trying to pass on a bit of advice, because if you saw my wife, her skin is...
I'm surprised that... Well, it just got all weird again.
Yes,
but now it's fine.
I would imagine
whatever.
Brittany at this time of night there would be a lot of people on. I would imagine there'd be a lot of people online, and that's bound to interfere. I mean, it's bound to. There could be hundreds of thousands.
I'm actually very surprised that none of my fans have come, I don't think, because, I don't know. I don't have too many fans, but I have quite a few that come to my broadcasts.
Do you? Yeah? Right. Oh, well, I will become a fan.
So.
And you mentioned YouTube earlier. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I mentioned you? No. I have an Instagram, I have a Musical.ly, I have almost every other social media, but I don't have YouTube.
No, the reason I just thought I'd ask. I just like to ask people.
I don't. Oh.
So it's
Oh yeah, it's okay. Because I mean, I have every other social media, just not.
Well, I'm not with Instagram, but because I've got an iPad, but I've had it for a while, but. I've got an iPad, and I should be with all this iOS or whatever it is, Android and all this sort of stuff, but I'm not, because I don't know how to use it. Your hair looks beautiful. Your hair looks fine. Look at me. Look at my hair. I've got to give myself a haircut, and I'm going to do it live on camera with a present my wife bought me for Christmas. No, look, I give credit where credit. You are a very attractive young woman. I bet the boys just can't keep their eyes off you.
Thank you.
No, that's okay.
Actually,
do you have a boyfriend?
I actually have a boyfriend, and my parents are well aware. Yes, I do. And my parents are well aware. And on my birthday, which is not, it's very close. We're actually going to go to dinner with my family and his family and me and him, so that our families can meet each other.
So when is your birthday? Mine's March 4. Don't tell me it's March 4. That would be really coincidental.
Mine's actually the day before Valentine's Day. No.
Valentine's. That's the 15th of February,
it's the day
isn't
before
it? So
Valentine's Day.
So that's the 14th? The 13th of February.
No.
Yeah. Right.
Mine is the day before.
Right.
Yeah,
so Valentine's Day is the 14th of February? Is that correct? 14th of February? Yeah. Right. Well, I'm not going to ask how old you will be, but I will be 58 come March 4.
Really? My grandparents are, one is 62 and then the other is 60, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but they're in their 60s, hands down.
Have you got someone else in the room? Have you got someone else in the room with you?
What? No.
Have you got someone else?
No.
I thought you were someone.
No, just me. No.
Oh, it must be because there's a bit of a lag in the talk.
Oh, no.
That's all. There's a.
No.
Yeah. No. No. Oh, it is. So what are your interests then?
That's probably because of how far apart we live from each other.
Yes, we live a long way apart, something like, I don't know, 15,000 miles, about 24,000 kilometres. It's a long way. Yes, what interests you? What hobbies do you have? Do you like to read?
I don't really like to read, but I am very much into writing. Whenever we get an assignment at school for an essay, I jump on it. I love
Can
writing.
I show you something? Can I show you something? Would you? That is my first self-published novel. Aggravation.
Really?
And that is available on CreateSpace. Yes. 133,000 words, 512 pages. I've written 5 novels, and I've got 2 works in progress. One 85,000 words into, and it's just started. It's going to be quite a tome when I finish it. And I've just started another one, which is called The Bird Bath. The first one is called Here Be Demons. I write fiction with supernatural themes, and I did self-publish. I did self-publish 3 books on Amazon Kindle.
Yeah, I like writing about mainly present day, because I've experienced bullying and all that good stuff. So I'm into reading and writing about that.
Good.
Just
it's always wise
my
to write
interest,
about
and
what you know.
another one of my interests is softball.
Is what?
Yeah.
Did you say softball? Yeah, good on you. Cool. Yeah. Well, back to the writing. It's always wise, as I said, to write about what you know, and then you can simply fictionalise and extrapolate it, and that is extend it out. You know, you can turn something you've experienced in your life that may have only, been a brief experience, but then you can put your imagination at work, and you'd be surprised what you can write about that's only from experiencing something simple. You know, I write about what I know, and then I just simply fictionalise it all, change people's names, that sort of thing. But I love writing. You know, I like to put what's up in here down into words on. Yeah, and you probably like to do the same thing. Who knows? Maybe one day you might be a well-known author, and if I live long enough, I might say, I actually spoke to that young woman a long time ago on YouNow.
I'm more focused on math, and I do love writing. We get writing assignments almost every single day in school, but I am mainly focused on math, and I have a 4.0 GPA, meaning I have straight A's, and
wow,
I've had them from all the way since first grade, and as long as I keep it, I could probably get a scholarship.
Great. Well, that's very good to hear. I mean, it's amazing. You and I have 2 things in common. You like to write, I like to write, and I've always been a whiz at maths. I was a whiz at mathematics in school. I liked algebra, but I didn't stay long enough to do trigonometry and that sort of thing. Always had a head for numbers, but I don't know why, but always did. So isn't that amazing? Here I am, 67 years of old, nearly 68, and there's a young woman like you, and we've both got two things in common. And if we talk long enough, we might find out we have more things in common. Do you like camping?
Oh, I love it.
There's three things we got in common. Do you like fishing?
I love that too.
There's four things we got in common. Wow, this is amazing. I could write a short story about this. And do you like science fiction movies?
No.
No.
As I said, I
love
like kind of the real world type of things, like stuff like that. I don't really... History doesn't interest me. I think what really interests me are the stories that, like, I read a really good book, and it's called A Child Called It, and that book is, and like the whole, you know, series of it is my favorite. I love it. I could read it over and over and over again. It's about,
Right, so
I don't know if you've ever read it.
What was it called?
A Child Called It.
A Child Called It. Stephen King wrote a book called It, and that was one of my favourite Stephen King novels. A Child Called It. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not. It's not by him. It's by, I think his name is Steve Ski or something like that. Goodness, I can't even remember the name. It's my favorite book. But it's about a little boy named It because his mom doesn't like him and abuses him, very badly abused, and it's a true story. And he lived in California, and he was abused, and it's so bad, the things that his mom does. She puts him in a bathroom, like airtight bathroom, full with a bucket of ammonia and bleach in the same bucket mixture, and he makes him lay down on a burning stove. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's terrible, but it's such a good book.
Sometimes truth is better than fiction. Yes. Yeah. So, alright, you don't like science fiction. Did you like the Harry Potter movies? Hello, Brittany has gone. Maybe she saw a mouse. See, this is the beauty of YouNow. Here's this young woman I can talk to, lives in California, which, as I said, is something like 15,000 miles away. And you can talk live with her. All right, it breaks down a bit, the picture freezes. I think Brittany's gone. Never mind. Brittany probably had something else to do. I better put the chat back. Jedi Master James, you've been on before, Jedi Master James. I think you watched me before. What is that? 100. I'm new to this, Jedi Master James. What's the 100 for? Is that a gift? BT Giles is watching. Hello, BT Giles. Yeah, I think Brittany just popped off. Maybe she was abducted by aliens. Won't she have a story to tell? Yes, well, for some reason it disconnected. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Brittany. I was really enjoying talking to you. I really was. I was just saying how, and as I said to you, how amazing it is to be able to talk to someone virtually on the other side of the world, from the comfort of your own home. Well, I'm in my shed office. You can see it's a shed. Yeah, obviously. Jedi Master James, what is the times 100, please? What does that represent? I don't know what that represents. You're in the guest again if you want. Oh, absolutely. I love talking to you, Brittany. There, we're back again. I better not do that, I'll prick my neck.
There
We're
we
back,
go.
Brittany.
For
What
some
happened?
reason, I don't know. It just disconnected, and I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I asked you, did you watch the Harry Potter movies?
No, as I said, I'm not into that kind of, like,
You're not into fantasy
book.
and
Yeah. Just doesn't
what about
interest
Jurassic
me.
Park?
No.
What about Jurassic World? No?
No.
And look, don't disappoint me here, you'll break my heart, but I'm a big Superman fan. Did you see Man of Steel?
No.
No. No. No. You're probably like my wife in what movies she likes to watch. She likes she doesn't like these science fiction movies I watch. I mean, I thought Aliens was the best science fiction movie ever made. I love Jurassic Park, and I thought Jurassic World was terrific. I thought Man of Steel was just great. I just can't wait for the new movie to come out, Batman vs.
I've
Superman.
actually seen that.
But
I've seen Man of Steel.
you have seen Man of Steel. Did you enjoy it?
It was.
It was okay, wasn't it? To me, I thought it was terrific. To you, it was probably just entertaining. I don't know. But to each their own, that's what makes us all individuals. If we were all the same, what a terrible world it would be. You're frozen. And you've gone all pixelated. Oh, you're back again.
Okay.
So, what was the latest movie you have seen?
I just saw a movie in theaters. The Forest. That's what it was. The Forest. I'm in love. It is. I love it. I'm not a depressing kind of person. I'm not into suicide or anything, but the Aokigahara Forest, I believe it's pronounced. But it is a suicide forest where people want to go to kill themselves. They come from all over the world, and it's not like I'm into that or anything, but I really want to go visit it. It's beautiful. It's just so pretty there, and but I guess so many people go there for suicide reasons, and I'm not even, there's no way, but I would really like to go visit.
Right. I once had ambitions to travel over to America and to travel to Great Britain, but now, unfortunately, I've developed emphysema.
Me as well. I would like to travel to Great Britain and the Caribbean.
Yes, I would like to go and stand on the shores of Loch Ness just to say I stood there. Maybe I'd see Nessie, maybe I wouldn't, but I'd just like to stand on the shores of Loch Ness and say I'd been there. But unfortunately, I can't fly because I've got emphysema, and no, I don't smoke. It's just one of those unfortunate things of life, and I can't fly at high altitude because of my lungs, which is a shame, because my wife and I would like to do some travel overseas, and I wouldn't want her to go alone, but I can't go with her, which is a bit of a tragedy.
I'm terrified of boats. I do not go on cruises. I love the ocean, but I will never go in it. I'll step like a foot deep, and that's as far as I go. Other than that, I run back to the shore.
I agree with you. I have no affinity with the ocean whatsoever. I live 5 kilometres as the crow flies from the South Pacific Ocean or the Tasman Sea, and I rarely go to the beach. I have no affinity with the ocean whatsoever. I love the Australian bush. I love to go camping every winter time by myself, and I go away for 3 months, and I camp and I fish. My wife
I
won't
love
go
the
with me
ocean. I love looking at it. I go there often, but I won't go in. I'm scared. I won't go in lakes. They terrify me. Just to think, like, you don't know what's in that water. Things that we haven't discovered are, lurking in that water, and oh my goodness, it freaks me out.
I can tell you, we've had a lot of shark attacks here with swimmers of late, on all parts of the coast of Australia. And we've got a 14,000 kilometre coastline, and there's been a lot of shark attacks, and there's been a couple of fatalities too. And I remember when Jaws came out, Steven Spielberg's Jaws came out, it terrified people in the United States, and I think terrified people all over the world. They wouldn't go in the water, they were so afraid of sharks. It was true. Amazing. I mean, I'm a big fan of Steven Spielberg. I like a lot of his movies. And it's amazing how something can work on an individual psychology or mass psychologies. Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
If you can hear something running around in my room, it's my dog chasing my cat. I'll show you.
What's your dog?
She's actually right there. Lucy. Hi. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Liz. Okay. She actually went out in the backyard and she scraped her nose on something. We don't know what though.
Oh,
but that's
here
why
comes
there's
my
a pink
wife.
spot. We don't know
My wife
on
is
what.
just coming down. Hello,
Really?
my dear. I'm just talking. Excuse me, Brittany. I'm talking to a young lady here in the United States, in California, via YouNow.
Well, we've just got a scam on our, what's the name?
What?
So you'll have to come and listen to it because I've already reported to the police.
On your, like an
On the
email?
answering machine.
On the what?
On the answering machine.
Oh, have we?
Yes.
Oh, right.
I answered because there was 2 messages on the answering machine.
Yeah.
I thought, must only Kay must have ran while we were away. So I went on and listened to the message, and it was really, really. There was a warrant out for your arrest for tax evasion and whatever else.
Good grief.
And you've got to ring this number and something else. And I thought, nah, this is not right. They don't ring.
So you've reported to the police, have
So
you?
then I rang up the police and reported it.
Good on you. Yes.
But you need to listen to the message.
I will later on, yeah. Did you happen to hear that, Brittany?
No, I didn't.
Did you happen to hear what my... No, she said there was a message on our answering machine, and it's some sort of scam artist. Reckon that there's a warrant out for her arrest or our arrest or what have you.
You didn't give a name, you just said there's a warrant.
It was just some sort of threat. So my wife reported it to the police, so I don't know what's going on.
So I said to Constable Lee, for me to say I don't even have a warrant against my name, he said, no, afraid not.
Nah.
He said to me, did you pay your taxes?
We've always paid our taxes. I'm afraid these things happen, Brittany. They happen all over the world. My wife and I have never been victims of scammers, but they do fool a lot of people.
Have you ever heard of the hoverboards? You know, the things that you hear on the news that are blowing up? I actually got one. And
did you?
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yes, they became big here in Australia. They sold lots of those, and they had to recall them too because they were catching fire when they were recharging. In fact, 2 houses burned down because of it. Yeah. I hope you haven't had any problems with yours. I hope you.
No,
where do you recharge it? No. Do you have fun on it?
Well, oh yeah. Well, right now it's plugged into my wall right now, but
it's not. It's an anachronism, isn't it? I mean, it's not a hoverboard. It's not like in the movies Back to the Future, is it?
No, it's got wheels.
No. I mean, if it was a true hoverboard, wow, that would be some technology. Yeah, but they're cool. I can understand why people like them.
My room is a mess because I was doing my makeup and it's all scattered, and my homework is underneath there. But my room is usually spotless.
You're not a tidy freak, are you?
No, I wouldn't say. I mean, obviously my room's like this right now, but I do like it neat. I mean, I'm not a freak about it. Like, I don't, like, freak out.
And everything in its...
You know, I do like to keep things clean.
So do I. As you can notice behind me, I got my pegboards up there with my tools on it, and I like to keep everything in order in my shed, and it's very cluttered at the moment. I just bought myself a telescope because I'm interested in sky watching, and it's mounted on a tripod at the moment. It's taking up a bit of room at the back of the shed here, and I'm waiting to get a camera adapter for my here. This is my Canon. That's my Canon camera EOS, and I want to put it on the telescope so I can get some pictures of the moon and the stars and whatever. Because I've always been interested in I'm very interested in the UFO phenomenon too. So who knows? Are you?
Well, that's cool.
Have you ever wondered?
Oh, here comes my dog. Come here, Lucy. Come here. You're gonna be up here. Might as well come here. Come. Lucy. She listens like a rock. Hey, you, Fluffy. Come here. Come here. Why are you being a fuss? Come here. Come. There we go. Oh, who doesn't love doggy kisses?
Have you ever wondered where that tongue's been?
Right. I think about it, and my grandma's told me, like, how could you let that thing kiss you?
Cat.
But
I mean, I love cats.
I don't.
I love cats, I really do. But we don't have a cat or a dog.
I guess.
No.
You don't have any animals?
We are looking after my eldest boy's pet galah, Zeus, because he's not allowed to keep it in the flat that he went with his girlfriend. So we look after the bird. And no, we don't have any pets. We haven't had any pets for a while. It's hard when you lose them, when they pass away. I mean, they really become a part of the family. And it's really heartbreaking.
This is my first dog, and she's trying to bite me now. She's not like that. She's just really hyper. But this is my first dog, and, you know, when she passes, I'm definitely going to cry, because I love her so much. If I could only find my cat. Oh yeah, I got her for Christmas, actually. Come on. Oh, don't fall. And don't pull my hair. She's definitely pulling my hair. Okay, let's put you back.
Yeah. Always loyal companions, always good friends. You can rely on your pets.
And what? She'll try and get on my shoulder. She's definitely going to jump on my shoulder. Maybe not, but my bed is so close to my chair. And she usually puts her shoulders on each side and, like, hovers above my head. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. What is that? Is that the kitty? She freaks out on that cat. She chases her around everywhere.
What's the cat's name?
Bella.
Bella. Wasn't that a character in the Twilight series? Yeah.
I don't watch that.
No, I'm not a fan of the Twilight series. I can tell you that right now. No, I am not a Twilight fan, not at all. I am an X-Files fan. I'm a big fan, and I'm looking forward to the 6th episode Return of the X-Files, which comes on this Sunday night here in Australia. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't suppose you're an X-Files fan, because you're not into science fiction and that sort of stuff. You're frozen again.
So are you.
Ah. Now you're back again.
Oh. Okay. So
are you an X-Files fan? Do you like the X-Files?
No.
No.
What kind of shows do they have where you live?
What sort of? Say again, please.
Shows? Like TV shows?
What sort of shows I like, or what sort of shows we have here in Australia?
Yeah. What sort of shows do you have there? Or what shows do you like?
Well, I like to. I watch a lot of Australian shows. I like. It's called MKR, My Kitchen Rules. It's a cooking show. For some reason, I just enjoy it. But I like to watch. Let me think. First, I'll tell you what my wife likes to watch. She likes to watch The Good Wife. She's into that. She likes. It's a police series. It's not NYPD Blue. It's not. Good grief, I can't think of it.
Can I set her down now?
I can't think.
Look at them. They're just. They're gonna go
I
out
like
to that KZB,
NCIS.
huh? I love that show. I watch Criminal Minds and CSI too.
Yes, I like that too. Yes, I must admit I like that show.
Are
NCIS
you
is
from the
supposed
Oz
to be
movies?
Sorry? Say again? What did you
Someone
say?
asked if you were in the Oz movie.
In the Oz movie? What Oz movie? The only movie I've made, if you can still hear me, is a short film I made of myself called Emphysema Man. And I uploaded it to YouTube about 12 months ago, and it's received about 11,500 views. I don't know if you can still hear me or not because your picture's frozen. Gone again. Gone with the wind. Oh, we've lost it again. Sorry, Brittany, we're gone again. Nicky Mint Green is here. Hello, Nicky Mint Green, my young friend. I'm in the Nicky Mint Green. Yeah. How are you, Nicky Mint Green? I think there was something up here with this bell that said Nicky. No, it's gone. Andrea Strickland is live. Ryan120 became your fan. Thank you, Ryan120. Nicky Mint Green, I'm broadcasting live with Dream 2 Phil. That was 2 hours ago. Oh. She decided to come and... Alright, Nicky Mint Green, how's the sound? It's not breaking down, is it? Are you there, Nicky Mint Green? See, this was going to be a test, a 15, 16 minute, maybe 20 minute test, and I've been talking for 53 minutes. And no one has said that the sound has gone real funny, which is a good thing, so maybe my IT specialist figured it out at last. Hip hip hooray, hallelujah. Oh, yeah. 20 to 5. No, that's nearly 4:45 in the afternoon. Brittany, I'm back again. Yeah, Brittany keeps dropping out, doesn't it? We're not having much luck. It's sometimes I meet people I really like to talk to via a Skype, because Skype's one-on-one, and you can talk, and there's no breakdown in transmission. I've got a friend in the United States, and he lives in Virginia, and I talk to him all the time, 2 or 3 times a week on Skype, and I really enjoy talking to him. And it's clear, you know, the sound's clear, the picture's clear, there's never any interruptions. Well, Brittany, if you want to ever talk to me on Skype, I can give you my contact if you wish, and I will give it out to the world if they wish, if they want to be added to my Skype, because I'm quite happy to talk to people. I love talking to people, in fact, and I like meeting new people. So, Brittany, if you wish to, I will give you... Adam O is watching. Hello, Adam O. Thank you for watching. No, look, to anyone, the offer's there. I will give you my my Skype name if you wish to be added as a contact. Do I write it down, or I just give it to you? No, perhaps I better write it down if anyone's interested. Just got to find a piece of paper. Here I am, a writer, and I've got to find a piece of paper. Good grief. See, Brittany, this is what happens when you're a writer. I got jottings all over the place. You know, things pop into your head. And being my age and my mind is going a little north of normal, I've got to jot things down, otherwise I forget them. I do. I can be writing, I can be typing away and the words are flowing. You know, sometimes I've written 10,000 words a day, not often, and the words just flow. But most of the time, I'm typing away and suddenly the words will be here, but when I start to type, they're gone. Just like that. Poof. And I can't, and then I sit looking at the flash of Kirsty. And I can't. Look, I'll just give you, if anyone's interested and anyone's on Skype, and remember these are all lowercase. All lowercase. So I'm writing in capital, but they're all lowercase. There you go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can you... There it is there. John Hampton 73. All lowercase. They're all lowercase letters. John Hampton 73. Make sure they're all lowercase. There you go. So if anyone... Oh, Brittany. Oh, look, Brittany, I love talking to you. You are a breath of fresh air, my young friend. You certainly are. Okay. There we are. They're back again. Third time lucky. The team, never let the fear of striking out stop you from doing something, I would imagine, and I totally agree with that. You're back again. Did you get by chance, did you get my Skype contact? If you wish to take it.
I did. I just wrote it down. I'm actually trying to. There we go. I just fanned you because I haven't fanned you yet, so that whenever you're on, I can be notified to come and watch.
But I just put it out there. There's quite a few people would have seen it. Like I like talking to people. As I said, I talked to a friend in the United States who lives in Virginia, and he's. I talk to him 2 or 3 times a week. And the beauty of Skype is that it's one-on-one, and you don't get these breakdowns. You don't get all this stopping and starting and freezing and all that sort of stuff that you get on YouNow. I can understand why it's so on YouNow, because there's probably tens of thousands of people transmitting. And but yeah, it's always there. I got another young friend who became a fan of mine, and she asked me to go to her Pinterest site, and I did, and I got a little bit concerned that she might be feeling a bit melancholy, maybe even depressed. So I left a message for her, and if she had Skype, so I could talk to her if she wanted someone to talk to, because I don't like to see young people down and out, and they shouldn't be. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, but I said to her, I asked her if she had Skype, and if she contacted me and says she wants to talk to someone, I'm more than happy to talk to her. I'll talk to anyone if they're feeling down now, because it's very important you talk to people. You know, there's a lot of young people in you know, they feel rejected this day and age. You know, I don't know why that is. They become very depressed, and you know, being bullied on cyberspace doesn't help, on Facebook and all these other social media sites and so on. And it's really a tragedy when you hear of a young person taking their life because of it. And it happens a lot here in Australia, and I can only imagine it happens a lot in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
All over the world, in fact. Yeah, and it really is. It really is a great tragedy. Yeah. Because I was diagnosed with depression in 1996, and I got treated for it, and I know what it's like. I'm talking firsthand.
Oh, so do I. Me and most of my family actually have severe depression, and I don't go through it a lot, but when I do get depression, it's terrible. And it sucks, and it's just... No.
In one of my broadcasts, I urged all the men out there, because men are different to women Brittany. They tend to keep things to themselves, where women tend to talk to other women, and they're more likely to get professional help. Whereas men, it's not the manly thing to do. They try and grin and bear it. And I said to them, look, don't listen to your mates that tell you to get over it, because you just can't get over it. If you've got severe depression, you've got to seek professional help. You really have. And I'm talking from experience. I know what it's like. So it's always good to be able to
come
talk
up
to
here.
someone.
Stop barking. Sorry, my dog is... If you don't give her attention, she barks. And she's just a wild one right now. But yes, I tend to bottle up my problems, and I don't like to talk about them, because I feel like when I share my problem, I'm just sharing, sadness to another person, and, no one needs to, hold my problem on their shoulders. Like, I just...
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what I said. Sometimes I do get down, but I remember someone that I saw only recently. It was a young man who had no arms, and what hands he had were just hanging loosely from the end of his shoulders. And I thought to myself, with all my woes and my ailments, they fade into insignificance by comparison. And I picture that young man, and I think, I've got 2 healthy arms and hands and legs and whatever, and I can do a myriad of things that he can't do. He can't brush his teeth. He can't wash and go to the toilet himself. Can't feed himself. And I just think of that. And I think if a lot of people put everything into perspective, I think it would make a whole lot of difference. Because there are always those who are far worse off than us. Far worse off than us. I mean, look at yourself, Brittany. I mean, you're young. You're attractive, you've got a whole life ahead, you've got everything going for you, and still you can find yourself going to the depths of despair. And I think it's the pressure of the modern world too. It was totally different when I was a kid. I was born in 1948, and I grew up in the 50s and 60s, and they were totally different times to what they are now. In those days, the only switches we were light switches and the TV switch. But now look at all the switches and dials and things we can click these days. And we're all under scrutiny. Big Brother is watching us. Everywhere there are cameras. Everywhere, you can't do anything without being caught on camera. And there's a lot of pressure on young people these days. And I think sometimes too much pressure. You just got to live your life one day at a time, Brittany. Because yesterday is but a memory. And tomorrow is yet to come. There's only today. And you just got to grab hold of it with both hands and make the most of it. I know what it's like to be young.
What type of music do you like to listen to?
All right, you're probably going to break my heart again, but I'm a big Neil Diamond fan. I like classical music. I like theme music from some of the movies. I like theme music from Star Wars.
I don't know if you know about this genre of music or not, but I actually like Motown, like Frank Sinatra, or who else? Like John Lennon. John Lennon, yes. Is that his name? I think that's his name.
Yes, one of the Beatles, yes.
Yeah,
John Lennon,
that's what I'm talking about. John Lennon, yeah.
John Lennon, who tragically lost his life to Mark Chapman in 1980 when he shot him in the back. I mean, John Lennon was a genius. I remember when the Beatles came out. It was about 1963. And I remember when they toured Australia. I didn't go to see them, but I remember it. I remember them touring Australia. They were a big smash hit. I was also a Monkees fan. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. And I went and saw them live in concert in Sydney when they toured here in 1967. But I like most music. There's only one thing I cannot stand, Brittany, and that is that innocuous, that most annoying bass thump. You often hear these cars going by with this radio blaring out with this thump, 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 and it drives me nuts. I hate it. We had a neighbour who used to be like that. And do you?
Marvin Gaye
I just
is
don't
another one
understand
that I
it.
like.
Mm-hmm. A young woman like yourself and you're a Frank Sinatra fan. How cool is that?
It comes from my grandparents, like the Temptations. Who else? most of those groups, and I really like them because they actually all grew up in Michigan all together, and yeah.
Hello, are we gone again? Oh. Frozen again. Frozen in time. Snapshot in time. Keeps dropping out, unfortunately. But if Brittany can still hear me, funny thing that you should mention Frank Sinatra, because my father and my mother, they like Frank Sinatra. They also like Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald and Al Jolson. And I happen to like Al Jolson too, believe it or not. I like Al Jolson. But yes, as I said to Brittany, I like most music, but I do not like that bass thump. That just drives me nuts. I feel like I want to bash my head against the nearest wall with the incongruity of it all. We had a neighbour who lived about 30 metres as the crow flies, and he was always playing this stuff, and I'd go over there and have words with him, and he'd turn it down. And but he kept on coming back. He kept on with it and on with it. And eventually we got to the point where he took up a petition, because I wasn't the only one in the neighbourhood that was finding it objectionable, and we took out a noise abatement order. Yeah, that's true. You can do that. And that stopped him, and eventually he moved away. What a shame. It was a shame to see him go away. But he was one of these ignorant, arrogant type of young people, who had no consideration for anyone else but himself. He'd be out there with the bonnet up on the car, and how often I wish I had the force, be able to force that hood down or decapitate him. That's how annoyed I would get. It's true. Oh dear. BT Giles says, can you? Absolutely. Yeah, I'll guess you. Yeah, go for it. You're the one who has to click the little camera up here, and once you click that, I just do my bit. BT Giles. My mother's maiden name was Giles. Yep. Good grief, I've been talking for an hour and 7 minutes. And here it is 5 o'clock. So if BT Giles, if you hit the little guest button, a guest camera, then we can talk for sure. Oh yeah, I'm getting tired. But would it, no one's mentioned if my sound's gone real wacky. Has my audio played up at all, anyone, please? Antonio Rodriguez 7 is watching. Hello, Antonio. Thank you for watching. Nikki Mint Green is, I don't know if Nikki Mint Green is still here. But no one said if my audio is playing up or not. So maybe the IT man finally fixed it. Please. When I do these broadcasts, I must start thinking about what I can talk about without talking about the same things. I bought today from JB Hi-Fi, because I have two C920 Logitech camera. So I bought this. There we go. Yeah, it's so I can plug in the other camera, and I've also bought two 1.8 meter leads. So I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I might lose some transmission, but I was thinking of showing a plasma cutter at work, because I do a lot of metal work, and I've got a plasma cutter, and I've got a TIG welder, because I'm very much into metal work. And I thought, well, I could just plug that that triple thing in, and I don't know how the cameras. BT, I live in La Cruces, New Mexico. Yes, I remember you, BTR Giles. You were on before. Yeah, I remember you watching. But however, I'm going to hop in the show. It has been a great pleasure, Brittany, talking to you. It really has. I hope I get a chance to talk to you again. And if you want me to add you as a contact on Skype, please feel free to do so, because I would really love to talk to you. And anyone who watches who would love to as well. Okay, cool. You have a good night, Brittany. And I suppose you go to bed with the dog and cat. Move over, you two. Move over. Give me a bit of room here, will you? You take care, Brittany. As I said, it's been wonderful talking to you. Wonderful to meet you. Thank you. Toodaloo. Yeah, isn't that great? I really enjoyed talking to Brittany. Yeah. But I think I don't know if you anyone what's going on with the camera. My wife came down here a little bit stressed out. There was a message left on the phone that was a bit innocuous, a bit harmful, and she phoned the police about it. So I better go up and listen to what this idiot had to say, just to keep her happy. So I'm going to say toodaloo for now, because it is 2 minutes after 5, and it's getting close to having some dinner, and I will be back maybe later tonight, I don't know. I would usually try to come on at around 10:30 Australian time, so that would make it around, I don't know, 10, I don't know, about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Bye to you, BTR Giles, and little EJS is watching. EJS. That's wonderful nicknames, isn't it? Wonderful. I thank you all for watching, and maybe I will come back later on. Daniel Smolto. Oh, I'm glad you came on, Daniel. Hang on a second. Yes, Daniel Smolto. I thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I subscribe to yours too. I do that when someone subscribes to my channel. I subscribe to them because I find it's the best way to say thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I used to leave messages. Little EJS, a Crown fan. Thank you for becoming a fan. I find that anyone who subscribes to my YouTube channel, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe to theirs. And I always do that. Because I used to leave messages in the inbox, but I don't think anyone ever read their messages. But I do like to thank people, and that's the best way I can think of to do it. Alright, well listen, I've got to go. I'm doing okay, Daniel, thank you very much. Yes, I just uploaded a new video. What was it called? 3 fantastic cam of mundane jobs and the after effect on me, emphysema man. It's a bit of a comedy. You know, I have emphysema, but I make light of it. Yes. That's the best way. Suffer in silence and make fun of it. Although I don't make fun of people who have disabilities. No, I don't do that. I watched some of you. Did you? Well, good. There's 280 odd to choose from. Some of the earlier ones aren't so good, but for some of the earlier ones I wasn't doing any editing on. That was going back 34 months ago. But now, for the last year and a half or so, I've been editing. And but you know, I'm a very diverse channel, and I just upload whatever pops into my head and I get around to making a video on it. And if I get views, I get views, and if I don't, I don't. But Daniel became subscriber number 91, and I thank him very much for that. And I thank you for watching some of my videos. And I say to anyone out there, if you want to have a look at my YouTube channel, pop on over to John Hampton, the man from Oz YouTube. And I'm going to say so long for now. I've got to go. I really have. I've got to go up and see what's going on with this telephone call. this innocuous individual. So I will perhaps be back later on tonight around 10:30, but if not, I will certainly be back tomorrow. So until then, thank you all for watching. Take care and bye for now.